The Imperial City, the heart of the Empire, home to the Elder Council and the Emperor himself, a city of law, order, and civilization. However, on its eastern side lies a very different place. The Arena, a bloodstained battleground where reason, law, and mercy are left at the gate. For some, it's entertainment. For others, it's survival, or a shot at fame and gold. Rising through its ranks means glory, and sitting at the top is Agronak Gro-Malog, better known as the Grey Prince. He's one of the most fascinating and tragic characters in all of the Elder Scrolls franchise, and he's a character I've been wanting to make a video about for a long time. And with the Oblivion Remastered coming earlier than all of us anticipated, I finally have the perfect excuse to talk about him. The Grey Prince holds the undefeated title of Grand Champion in the arena. However, contrary to what you might think about him, the Grey Prince is no cruel-hardened warrior that simply kills for gold and the thrill of the fight. And you will realize this when you speak to him for the first time.
Hail, friend. I don't believe I've ever seen you down here in the Bloodworks before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Agronak Gro-Malog. Most people just call me the Grey Prince. It's kind of silly, I know, but the people of Cyrodiil need heroes. I'm more than happy to oblige. Ah, so you're an arena combatant. It's always good to meet a fellow warrior, especially one who isn't here just to kill the Grand Champion.
For someone whose job is killing and defending his title, Agronak seems to genuinely like how the people of the Imperial City see him as a hero and a source of inspiration. He even mentions that the people of Cyrodiil need heroes these days, which is even more a nod to his positive character. And you see, the actual reason he calls himself the Grey Prince is because his father was actually a nobleman by the name of Lord Leviticus, and his mother was one of his servants named Lutvuk. Without the nobleman's wife's knowledge, Lord Leviticus and Lutvuk fall in love, and from their union, Agronak is born. However, when the Lord's wife realizes this, she gets so furious that she threatens to kill Lutvuk. So she escapes the Lord's castle with her son, leaving all the claims of nobility which his son would have had. So Agronak is trying to prove to the people that even a half-orc like him can both be born from nobility and do noble deeds. In his own way, he's trying to reclaim his nobility, but in the arena. And if you continue talking to him, he will tell you that before his mother's death, she gave him a key, saying it will reveal the truth about him if he makes his way to Crowhaven. But due to his strict training and being the Grand Champion of the arena, he doesn't have the time to make the trip. So he asks you to go to Crowhaven instead and find out the truth for him. Once you get to Crowhaven, you realize there's not much left of the castle. It is mostly in ruins. You encounter the normal rat and wolf in there, but nothing out of the ordinary. However, once you reach a locked door and open it with Agronak's key, the first thing that jumps out of you is a mad, bloodlusted vampire. It's Lord Leviticus, Agronak's supposed father. He's fully alive, and he doesn't look much older than Agronak himself. Once you deal with him and start examining the room, you'll stumble upon his journal, and that's when the full truth comes into light. You see, Lord Leviticus was a vampire, and he knew about his own nature. However, he had never told anyone about this, and when he fell in love with Lutvuk and had Agronak, he felt like he could finally be honest. But you see, in the Elder Scrolls universe, vampires are considered vile and evil things. This could be due to many things, such as their parasitic lives and their connection to the Daedric prince Molag Bal. So naturally, when Lutvuk hears of this, she doesn't take the news well. She goes so far as to lock Lord Leviticus inside his room when he is asleep, putting him in the state we end up finding him in. And the last entries of the journal is just Lord Leviticus falling into a bloodlusted madness. When you go back to Agronak and tell him this truth, it's as if Agronak's world shatters. He starts calling himself filthy and that his father was a vile monster. And if you end up making your way through the arena and challenge him to a final fight, he won't fight you. He will simply stand and beg you to kill him. At first, I thought there was a way to talk him out of it, but no, you must kill him.
What are you waiting for? Kill me. Please, just kill me. Can't you see? It's what I want. I can't live like this, knowing I'm something filthy.
Before I wrap the video up, I want to delve into why this truth broke Agronak and why it disturbed him so much. Based on the information we're given, Agronak is a character that highly values heritage and nobility. And this is especially true for him due to the fact that he had been denied his birthright. So the building blocks of his character, of him being noble and heroic, is shattered when he learns the truth about his father, and by extension, the truth about himself, that he's half vampire. He essentially realizes all his life had been a lie. his cause, his heritage, and heck, even his own mother disclosed the truth to him after her death. Everyone in his life has lied to him. Most people will break under such a heavy pressure. His story and character is one of the most tragic I've ever seen in the Elder Scrolls franchise, and the end he meets is undeserved. He was just a man trying to inspire and be noble in his own way. One can make the argument that, regardless of his heritage, Agronak was. Thank you so much for watching this video. I was your host, the Ashen Mage, and see you next time.
You killed Agronak. The Great Prince is dead. He was my friend, my mentor. Congratulations, Grand Champion. Hope it was worth it.